Hello, welcome everybody back for another analysis video. This time we're gonna do the indexes. So the US 30, US 100, NASDAQ, and S&P. This is just a test run for this week. I just want to kind of add this to our trading list, and we're gonna see how it goes. Like gold, I'm gonna start off with the quarterly. We see that earlier this year, you had that huge move down, followed by a big move up. But that usually happens. This was a trade war here, and the chart doesn't go that far back, but we could see how it moves in general. NASDAQ, same thing, but it's at new highs. Probably the wick will get filled here. And even with the S&P, we could probably see a wick getting filled here. And with the US 30 and Dow Jones, I feel like you're going to test these levels 2,900, maybe even pop to 30,000. Let's go to a lower time frame. Monthly November has opened up. There's some positivity, I guess, with Biden being elected. Some more stability in the markets potentially. Who knows? There's a lot of volatility with Trump in there. With this Dow Jones, you do have a big level here. If it does start breaking above higher, then you're going to get a move up. But obviously that's on the monthly. That's a longer time frame. You look at the weekly now. Once again, you're at this level. If it starts breaking above, you're going to get that push up to 30,000 potentially right there. Good 1,000-point move. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe it won't. I do feel like near the end of this year, you're going to get a push down on the markets. I feel like that's going to price in Biden and Democratic victory usually with that. Higher taxes, more stability in the economy, but the stock market is going to react how it reacts. And from history, whenever a Democratic president gets elected, the markets do go down, just from a statistical reference. But we can see that huge move up. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4 green days up on everything, really. So with that, we're going to see how it reacts to these levels now on the daily. So now we have, on the NASDAQ, we have this level, we have this level, and we have this level. If it starts breaking above, we're going to see a push up easily, right? And you have a strong momentum, strong green candlesticks, some good moves. Even here, you have this resistance area. Maybe it'll be a triple top. Maybe it won't. Maybe it's going to form a wedge, right? We have this over, because there's still like a lot of fear and uncertainty in the markets, but we could even see this wedge being formed on S&P 500, which means there's probably a wedge on NASDAQ. There's a wedge on NASDAQ here as well. So maybe we're going to see this until the end of the year on the daily. You're going to see it bounce up and down within this range. You can even play swing trades, hold it for a few days, kind of just play what the market gives you. And even here too, it's forming perfectly. I mean, this one isn't as perfect. It's kind of on a channel downwards, but we could see that it is in this tight range. If it starts breaking above though, then we could see price actually have a bullish structure and continue bullish for a while. I mean, there's no resistance up here. You just buy and you hold at that point, right? When it creates new highs, it goes. Even if you look back in August when it started creating new high, there's no room for sells. On the US 30 as well, back in August, started to go higher and higher. S&P 500, same thing. So we'll be watching this area, the key levels over here, the resistance areas. If we go to the 4-hour, it's about to tap there. We're probably going to see a move up to start the week, kind of finish off this move, and we'll see how it tests that whole upper end of the range. This is just a test run. I do want to kind of like have my levels drawn going into the week. I'm not really experienced with the index trading at the moment, but it's nice to look at. We caught a few moves during last week with the indexes. They move quite nicely. As you can see, they trend even in intraday. You can see some nice formations happening when we trade. Yeah, 7:30, this push up. I remember I hit this push up November 3rd. Yeah, that's the day. The push up there. And even here, you have the push down, you have the liquidity grab, you have the move up, and then you have the push down for the day too. So it's going to be interesting. This is just a test run video. I got the levels drawn, I have my ideas played out, so I'm just going to be watching it. If, let's say, all these three respect the resistance, start hanging lower, there's a lot of room to go. You're going to end up going to the lower end of the wedge on NASDAQ, lower end of the wedge on S&P. It's really going to depend what the market prices in, with Biden actually being the presidential elect for the United States. So based off that, we're going to see how the market prices it in, and what the dollar does too. If the dollar continues to tank, I think it's an inverse correlation right now. It is kind of is. So we'll see what happens with that on the US 30, NASDAQ, and the S&P 500. Thank you for tuning into this test run of the index trading. I'm going to see how it goes for the most part. We do see some clean moves, as you can see on all three charts. We see some clean moves happening. So with those clean moves, there are opportunities to profit and have a profitable trade. We're going to continue this, going to test it out for the end of the year. I mean, there's only 2 months left for 2020. It's crazy how fast 2020 went by. What a year. But thank you for tuning in to this test stream analysis of the indexes. Tune into our podcast tomorrow. Thanks.